Hi guys. So the weather has been soggy for a few days, and but I have to take my walk anyway and try to do something about my issues. So I figured we could walk and talk. So what did I want to talk about? Well, I think I did a video this morning on Harry and Meghan, and if it wasn't this morning, it would have been late yesterday. I did a couple on Puffy, the Diddy case that is, and um what else did I want to say about the Diddy case? Well, I was thinking about I'm still thinking about the racketeering aspect of the case, and I think that if the federal prosecutors are going to go for the racketeering, I mean, I think there are three possibilities of how you can categorize this situation with Diddy and Cassie and their cohorts. One is that there was a racketeering issue. Two is that these men who were hired by Diddy were really rapists. And three is that this was all really a quid pro quo situation, right? A quid pro quo situation. So what am I talking about? It's a good question. Well, first is, they're accusing Diddy of racketeering. They're saying he conspired with others through his business enterprise, Diddy Enterprise, Diddy Incorporated, Bad Boy Entertainment, whatever it's called, to procure these sex workers, frankly, to engage with his girlfriend Cassie and I guess others. And from that, they made a profit. And so this is racketeering. I have said this is not racketeering. The only way this is racketeering is if they make a very stretched argument, no pun intended, to say that when he procured these workers, right, it was really Bad Boys Entertainment who was procuring the workers for a business reason. And they got these workers to come in, and then somehow these workers doing whatever they do with Cassie and others generates an income for Bad Boys Entertainment. I don't think this argument is going to hold up in court. I think it's ridiculous. I mean, I think you can see that it's a ridiculous argument. The other possibility is that this was really a quid pro quo situation, so that, Diddy, through his business enterprise, Bad Boys Entertainment, would get all of these artists to sign with Bad Boys Entertainment, right? This is a business. They're going to sign you, but to sign you, you have to have these, encounters, if you will, these freak offs with him and others, right? Whether that's legal or illegal, I don't know, but you have to participate in the freak off. And if you participate in the freak off, we're going to give you a contract, and that contract is going to make you a ton of money, you being the artist who participated in the freak off. Is that racketeering? I don't think it's racketeering, but I think that the government can say that it wasn't just that the I'm trying to make something here. Hold on. Excuse me, you guys. So, yeah, so in the second scenario where where Diddy would have these people come in for the freak offs, and then he would have the freak offs with the artists. The artist would participate, and then they would give the artist a contract. Bad Boys Entertainment would give the artist a contract. The artist would then go on to make millions of dollars as a mega star, a pop star, a rap star, whatever the case may be. This profit would largely be for the artist and not for Bad Boys Entertainment. However, Bad Boys Entertainment would get a percentage, like a small cut, of the artist's revenues if the artist made money, like if the music made money, if the artist became famous, and so on and so forth. So there's always the risk that the artist would not make any money and there would not be any commercial profit really for the artist having, engaged in the freak offs. Is that racketeering? I think this is not racketeering because the person who's making the commercial profit for the most part is the artist, not Bad Boys Entertainment. Bad Boys Entertainment might make a small percentage, 10%, 15%, whatever it is, but it was not because of the freak offs, right? They made the money because the artist then would have a contract, and that artist would go out and make their own money. They would perform in their own concerts, and they would make their own music, and by incidentality, if that's a word, Bad Boys Entertainment would make a small cut, but they're not making the cut from the freak off. They're making it from the artist's work, right? The third case scenario is that what we're really talking about here is mass rape, because if you're telling me that he went and he procured all these adult sex workers to come in, whether through his business enterprise or himself individually, he procures them, they come in, right? He pays them, whatever he does not, I don't even know. And then there's his helpless victim girlfriend, Cassie, lying there on the bed or wherever she is. And he has drugged her within an inch of her life. And he has coerced her and he forces her to be there. He probably shackles her or whatever he does, I don't know. But she can't say no. She did not say yes, right? And she is not coherent because he has drugged her to the point that the prosecutors are alleging. And you have this sex worker who knowingly comes in and performs the sexual act on someone who they're now going to testify on their oath was not coherent, was under the influence of drugs, was not consensual and consenting. And now this person is going to be sitting in there as a witness for the prosecution talking about that Diddy forced them to do it and then paid them $6 million of hush money. What you're really looking at here is rape. It's a mass rape. Because if you saw that this woman was not consenting, she did not, she was not a consenting adult, right? She's not coherent. She's under the influence of drugs because he gave her all these drugs. He forced her to do this, and she's clearly not into what you're doing, and you do this with Diddy or without Diddy, then you are guilty of rape, and you are now testifying under oath that you're guilty of rape. And so those sex workers, as far as I'm concerned, should also be brought up on charges if they're going to be witnesses for the prosecution and claim that Cassie did not consent. That all said, there is the third scenario of the quid pro quo. And what is that? Well, the quid pro quo is really what the feds are calling racketeering. So with this explanation, you have individuals who want to be artists, rap artists, pop artists, whatever. They want to be famous. They want to make money. They want to get into the music industry. They come to Bad Boys Entertainment. Bad Boys Entertainment is, run by Sean Diddy Combs. He basically explains to them, if you want me to help you, you're going to have to help me. I need X, Y, and Z from you. I need to see you unrobed. I need to do this and that with you. And, I want to do this with my friends or certain other individuals. If you're up to it, we do this, and then I can sign you, and you I make you famous. What's it going to be? And for most people, I would say 9 out of 10 people, the answer is go to hell, right? I don't want anything from you. I'm not going to sell my soul to you and the devil and all your friends just for a musical contract. And for other people, the answer might be more sort of hazy. And for still others, the answer is, look, whatever it takes, I'll do whatever it takes, right? So this person would then participate, knowing the consequences, knowing the stakes, right? and knowing what it is that they want out of it and what they will get out of it. And for some people, that's fame. It's a music contract. It is hit songs, etc., etc., etc. I mean, Diddy dated Jennifer Lopez, for example, and her name keeps coming up. I don't know whether there was any quid pro quo there, but before Diddy, she was one thing, and after Diddy, she was a megastar. Now, did Diddy have anything to do with that? I don't really know, but her music career took off after Diddy. This is true. I think this is true. So, it seems like, you can call it racketeering, right? You can call it racketeering, or you can call it, consenting adults engaging in a quid pro quo, or in some cases, you might even call it rape. It's a gang rape of someone who was not consenting, who had no idea, who was under the influence, and who was a victim. I mean, it depends on how you look at this case, you guys. What do you think?